This video shows the components, performance, setup and adjustment of the Cine Reflect Lighting System Berger-Bartenbach. The Cine Reflect Lighting System comprises the following components: the luminary Panibeam 1200, a parallel beam luminary specially designed for CRLS. The Paniflectors. These are high-tech reflectors in 7 different qualities which pass on the incident light in specific ways, and the Panigrip. First, the heart of the system, the Panibeam 1200 HMI. The Panibeam is stored in a rolling flight case containing also the ballast, a filter ring, space for a spare lamp, tools for adjusting the lamp base and an adjustable polarizing filter to check the adjustment. The Panibeam is fastened on a stand by means of a standard 28mm junior spigot. The Panibeam is thermally optimized, protected against mechanical damage to the reflector, and can be cleaned easily. The UV filtered front glass can be removed. The luminary is rugged, weatherproof and waterproof according to IP54. It is balanced, swivels full range, and can be easily and precisely adjusted and locked in place by means of disc brakes. The core element is the adjustment unit for setting the focus and the axial alignment of the lamp in the parabolic reflector, in order to produce an emerging beam as parallel as possible and a homogeneous luminous area. The adjustment needs to be checked or readjusted after each lamp replacement. The ballast is flicker-free, 50% dimmable, noise-free, with an array-compatible connection. The correct adjustment of the focus should result in a luminous circle with a diameter of 1 meter, 3 feet, at a distance of 5 meters, 16 feet, with the most homogeneous light distribution possible. No hot spot, no dark spot. At this distance, approximately 150,000 lux are diffused on the area. The X plus Y axis of the lamp can be adjusted by 3 snap-back hexagon socket screws so that the lamp can be brought into an absolutely centred position, also axially. These shots were heavily underexposed to make the positions of the lamp more clearly visible. The adjustable polarizing filter makes it possible to check the adjustment by looking directly and centrally into the beamer. The light spot of the lamp will then form a well-centered bright circle in the parabolic reflector. When you pan the beamer, you can clearly see how soon, in fact after 1.5 degrees half-power angle, the lamp becomes absolutely glare-free. Caution: only precise adjustment guarantees the measured values and, together with the Paniflectors, ensures high efficiency of the entire system. Paniflectors are most frequently used at distances between 3 meters, 10 feet, and 7 meters, 23 feet. At these distances, an average of 150,000 lux is available. For special effects, for example sunspots, you can focus or spot the projector in order to produce an approximately 3 times brighter beam. This, however, generates more heat. Furthermore, the parallel position of the beams is lost, and the technical lighting characteristics of the Paniflectors, as well as the possibilities of multiple reflection, are impaired. Caution: loss of efficiency also occurs when Paniflectors are used together with conventional projectors. When everything is correctly adjusted, you get a very powerful, clean beam of light, subsequently feeding the Paniflectors. Here you can also see that the Panibeam itself is free from any stray light or scattered light. Even after many hours of operation, the Panibeam produces only moderate heat. Therefore, the gels can be applied directly onto the front glass by means of a simple filter ring, which is used also as a template for cutting out the gels. The standing knobs of the projector are also the retainers of the filter ring. This way, one single gel can be used to change the light for the entire set, from artificial light to daylight. The parallel beam of the Panibeam also allows for the use of several colour gels on one lamp. Since they do not mix, the light can be zoned, as it were, into different colour temperatures. Panibeam characteristics. Parabolic reflector for parallel beam of light, 1.5 degree half power angle. Efficiency, 0.9, very high light efficiency. Reduced generation of heat. Glare-free beyond 3 degrees. Stray light-free. Precise adjustment of the lamp. In spot position up to triple light flux. UV protective glass. Simple, balanced handling, swivels full range, disc brakes. Filter ring for direct mounting. Rugged casing, weatherproof according to IP54. Special technical adaptation for maximum performance of the Paniflectors. And now the Paniflectors. The Paniflectors are of course perfectly suitable for use with normal daylight. 4 well-proven application-oriented sizes are available. The Paniflectors are the light-creating elements of the system. They produce a precisely defined quality of light and an adjustable distribution of light. Reflection-enhancing high-tech coatings ensure total reflection values between 78% and 94%. These characteristics are permanent and independent of the area. The intensity of light is determined very easily by merging the reflector more or less into the light beam. This means, for example, 1 square centimetre, 1 square inch, soft, generates exactly the same softness and the same shadow appearance as 1 square metre, 1 square foot, only less bright. This allows for extremely fine adjustment of the contrast range. The light distribution can be modulated precisely. Mutual influences or overlapping of zones are avoided or deliberately intended. Therefore, you can almost do without flags, cutters, filters, nets, etc., which means a drastic reduction of the overall effort involved and the space requirement on the set. The 7 different qualities are marked by different colours. Here we show the schematic representation of the basic characteristics of Paniflectors by means of a laser pointer. The black one. Very hard, total reflection 94%, mainly used for the deflection or transmission of light with minimum diffusion in order to avoid a pure mirror effect. The blue Paniflector. Semi-soft, round, total reflection 92%. The amount of diffusion can be seen very clearly. Excellent key light and modulating light, pleasant shadow gradient. Softness can be adjusted or multiplied particularly well by multiple reflection and dimensioning of the distance of the angle. The white one, total reflection 78%, ideal fill light and base light, almost diffuse very soft shadows. Please note, despite very heavy diffusion, with incident 1000 lux, 780 lux reaches the set. The red one, a serrated relief with unequal side lengths, reflects the light at half the angle of reflection, produces either a horizontal narrow gap or a vertical semicircle or a very wide arc to be adjusted according to the distance and angle to the source, precise and small borders of the shadows. The green paniflector. Its comb structure produces a soft bar with gentle borders of shadows. The yellow one has a similar structure, hard, produces a lively, slightly spotted pattern, nearly circular. The grey one, total reflection 93%, corresponds to the well-known mill scale or hammer finish, but with higher efficiency, medium soft to hard, irregular. These qualities are available in the sizes 10 by 20 centimetres, 4 by 8 inches, 30 by 30 centimetres, 12 by 12 inches, 50 by 50 centimetres, 20 by 20 inches. And the 1 by 1 metre, 3 by 3 feet reflectors are available in blue, white and black qualities. The equipment can be easily cleaned by means of a soft, damp cloth or mild suds in case of heavy soiling. Do not use any chemical cleaning agents. Caution! Careful handling of the paniflectors prolongs their lifespan. They are part of an optical system. We now demonstrate, schematically, the light distributions and shadow effects and the corresponding appearances. We begin with the blue semi-soft paniflector. You can see very well the degree of divergence and the shadow appearance, a soft, oriented key light. Now we use the white paniflector, heavily diffusing with minimum shadow effect, optimally suited for base light or fill light, and easily adjustable by simply changing the angle. The green paniflector produces a soft light bar with gentle borders of shadow. It can be horizontally or vertically adjusted and is excellently suited for creating light zones. The yellow one, similar surface but hard, slightly spotted, lively pattern, nearly round, fits well in natural light patterns. The red paniflector generates a very special narrow light band which can be used vertically and horizontally and creates arcs of various curvatures. The grey one corresponds to the well-known mill scale or hammer finish surface, although with considerably higher efficiency. Paniflector characteristics. High-tech reflectors with defined technical light values. Determines the light quality and light distribution. Reflection enhancing spectrally pure coatings. Total reflection values between 78% and 94%. Weatherproof. Light, rigid supporting plates with sheet metal for magnetic supports. Reflector sizes proven in practice. Optimally suited for normal daylight. Caution. Paniflectors are commodity goods. Careful handling prolongs their lifespan. The high efficiencies and precise technical light characteristics are achieved only when the Panibeam is used. The Panigrip components are used as interface, as it were, in order to allow for the connection and further use of conventional grip elements, such as magic arms and the like. A powerful magnet with a support for a 60mm baby spigot, single or double, is the connection with the reflector. A sheet metal plate mounted on the back side of the reflectors offers a firm hold and allows for asymmetrical mounting. For small paniflectors, strong swan necks are appropriate. The 1x1 metre, 3x3 feet reflectors are mounted in the Paniflector frame. Small spring-loaded latches and a central magnet prevent sag or flutter and hold the reflector simply and safely. Eyelets on the frame can be used to brace the reflector in case of heavy wind or simply for additional security. Use of both sides, face and back, ensures rapid change of reflectors. Panigrip characteristics: single and double magnetic support adapter, stable swan neck magnetic support, appropriate for use with all common grip equipment, secure and vibration-free 1x1 metre, 3x3 feet Paniflector holder. For demonstration purposes, the Panibeam 1200 has been placed under a staircase. Multiple deviation of light directs the light over a distance of more than 20 metres, 65 feet, into a hallway and a side room. For this purpose, we use a blue and a green 50 by 50 centimetre, 2 feet by 2 feet Paniflector. A further blue Paniflector is added by hand. The smoke visualises the path of light. For night scenes in small rooms, the Panibeam is, of course, too big and too powerful. We recommend the use of luminaries with well-focused light and a clean luminous circle, such as dado lights. Here we adjust a double reflection to create night light entering through the window. Indoors, gentle fill light should imperceptibly enhance the candlelight for the two actors. Two dado lights, 100-watt tungsten, lowest level, shine onto two 10 by 20 centimetre, 4 by 8 inch Paniflectors, whose light intensity can be very precisely modulated by different irradiation or immersion. This allows for rapid and simple adaptation of light dynamics and precise adjustment of the desired contrast range of the faces without impairing the surroundings. Another simple example of use in twilight. We want to create the impression of normal daylight in the room. One Panibeam with a 1x1 metre, 3 by 3 feet Paniflector white from outside through the window, and by hand the demonstration of an additional 50 by 50 centimetre, 2 feet by 2 feet Paniflector blue to create a sunnier effect. Finally, the example of a nightlight. The Panibeam 1200 is inside the building and shines out through the main entrance. This beam is used again to simply demonstrate the effect schematically, not artistically. Side light, fill light, and background lighting using different Paniflectors. In this scene, we use 500 ASA and achieve an f-stop of f4, which remains unchanged in the following comparative takes.
Und jetzt kommt die Aufhellung dazu, ganz langsam. Kommt auf ein Maximum. Jetzt sind wir Maxi und jetzt fährt drüber raus.
Please note also the possibilities of very fine continuous adjustment here between side light and fill light. Now we demonstrate this arrangement. The positions of the Paniflectors remain unchanged. In comparison to the use of a conventional Fresnel lens spotlight without lens but with the same 1200 watt HMI lamp. In this case, we measure an f-stop of only just 1.4, but with considerably reduced depth and divergence as compared to the Panibeam. And then the comparison with a PAR 4 kilowatt without lens. We achieve approximately the same average f-stop as with the Panibeam, although with much more irregular light distribution and an unavoidable hotspot. Divergence cannot be adjusted anymore. Foreground and background cannot be separated.
Und die Füll?
Ganz schön weit schwenken, wenn Sie draußen sind.
Ja, weil der reißt sich weiter auf. Ne?
Here we demonstrate different effects for lighting backgrounds, again without artistic pretensions, in order to demonstrate the principal characteristics as neutrally as possible. First, we produce the vertical streak of light, accentuating the edge of the building by means of a 30 by 30 centimetre, 12 by 12 inch red paniflector. And then we produce a light spot by means of a 50 by 50 centimetre, 2 by 2 feet paniflector, and put it in different places. Using the same reflector, we direct just enough light into the depth of the street to light up the cars' reflectors and traffic signs, etc. The Cine Reflect Lighting System, Berger-Bachenbach CRLS, comprising Panibeam, Paniflectors and Panigrip, offers the following advantages. For the camera, precise and yet easy and creative design of light and shadow, fine adjustment of the contrast range, particularly appropriate for digital image acquisition, greatly reduced grip equipment. For the actors, less glare, no thermal stress, more space to move around, unobstructed set. For the director, reduction of technical dictates, extended radius of action, drastically reduced time needed for setup. For the production, reduced transport volume, considerable reduction of time needed for setup, dismantling and resetting, drastically reduced power requirement, increased flexibility of the shooting schedule. To sum up, more artistic freedom with increased efficiency.